Blackmore.
So what do we mean when we say regional style? I'm not talking about accents or barbecue preference, though we will come back to some good old Texas fashion barbecue because it's deeply linked into local rivalries. Trust me. In the FGC, a regional style refers to a unique way players from a specific location tend to play fighting games. It's like martial art lineages. One school might be about defense and whip punishing, another could be about rush down, mix ups, and psychotic DPs out of nowhere. We're talking about New York Street Fighter's footsies versus SoCal's rush down gameplay, NorCal's mind games versus Japan's surgical execution, the UK's unpredictability versus Korea's lab heavy optimization, Latin America's bold reads, and the Middle East rising fundamentals, you name it. So think of it in a way that different martial arts schools or dojos pretty much teach the art, like I mentioned earlier, but will sometimes have their own flavor added into the mix of it, or their own modified philosophy. It's flavor, it's culture, it's identity emotion.
So why do these styles happen? Regional styles don't just drop from the sky like a random rank match. They come from three big factors. One, local competition. You fight who's around you. If everyone in your scene plays patient and grounded, you'll either adapt or get downloaded. Some players build their whole game plan just to counter the local boss, and when they travel, that flavor travels with them without even realizing it. Number two, arcade roots versus online evolution. In older regions with legendary arcades like Japan's Akihabara or New York's Chinatown Fair, you had to earn respect in person. That breeds sharp fundamentals, clutch defense, and fewer gimmicks. Online heavy scenes though, there is more experimentation, less fear of failure, and wild playstyles that can evolve fast, like why not wake up super kind of energy. Number three, mentors and legacy players. Every region has its legends, OGs who set the standard. Whether it's Daigo in Japan, Justin Wong in the States, or Problem X in the UK, the local goats imprint their style on the next generation. It's like passing down a sacred combo scroll. You're helping shape the next generation of players, even just by showing up and playing. Now, let's do a little world tour on the many different regions out there. No passport required for this one. New York, a lot of the East Coast side of things, you'll see footsies, control, reads for days. It's like boxing, is how I like to compare their style. Jab, space, punish. They don't press. That's their philosophy. Street Fighter royalty lives over there. Now, when we go to the West Coast and go to SoCal, you see a lot of flash, confidence in their play, and some character loyalty. You'll see rushdown kings, hard callouts, and folks who fight with their hearts on full display. Evo's old backyard baby. Japan though, precision, respect for the game's design, characters optimized down to the frame. Movement is economy over there. Button presses are like poetry. Execution is like religion. Something you would find impractical, they'll find a way to ingrain that combo or that situation into their playstyle or as an option select. Korea, especially when it comes to Taken, they are just super hyper lab monsters. That's a lifestyle over there. If you're not optimizing juggles to 100% efficiency or constantly practicing with your fellow players over there, are you even playing at this point? The UK mix-ups, unpredictability, and the occasional chaos gremlin. Shoutouts to the London scene for keeping things spicy and never predictable, and give grace to your OGs over there, especially like the Ryan Hart. Latin America, high energy, massive reads, fearless aggression. When the momentum shifts, it's like a samba of destruction. You'll see pure love for the fight, love for the game. You can see this in players like Mena RD or Kaba, for example. Now, when it comes to the Middle East and Africa, unorthodox tech, fierce fundamentals, and just global hunger. These scenes are blowing up because they're absorbing everything, like the avatar of fighting styles. You can see this with how the Middle East exploded when it comes to Taken, making their presence known through Taken 7, and being an established region even in Taken 8 currently, especially the Pakistani players out there. And also you see the rise of African players too over in that region, especially like Luke Skywalker. Be on the lookout for that man. That man is dangerous. But what about online? Does regional still matter? In this rollback era, where we can fight someone across the planet with 2 frames of delay, do regional styles still exist? In my honest opinion, short answer yes, long answer yes. But the difference is they've evolved. Now, a player from Tennessee can lab Japanese Guilty Gear setups, steal Korean movement tech when it comes to Taken or just any other game they're interested in, and blend it with their own meta. But local communities still shape the attitude, pacing, and a swagger of a player too. The more you play in person, the more you absorb the subtle microcultures of style. It's like seasoning your gameplay. You can tell when it's homemade versus store-bought. I feel regional styles matter so much because they are like a big soul of the FGC. They give flavor to tournaments, they give meaning to rivalries, they create storylines, like the classics of East versus West Coast, EU versus NA when it comes to Taken, or Latin America versus the world. And when someone reps their scene with pride, when a Dominican Blanca hits you with tech you've never seen before, that's a love letter to their local crew. This isn't just about winning. It's about where you come from being written into every combo. Just know every time you take a chance going to a tournament of any kind, you're bringing a piece of your regional with you. So keep that in mind.
So next time you end up doing a rank or go to a locals, just ask yourself, what kind of regional style are you bringing to the table? Are you going to be a rushdown demon like SoCal? Are you going to be a footsie god like the East Coast players out there in New York? Or are you going to be a lab monster like the Korean players in Taken? Or maybe, just maybe, you're bringing your whole new style of your own to sit there to mold the other players of your region. If you enjoyed today's video, give a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can stay updated of any new videos coming to the channel. And please, write down your stories and everything. I'd love to sit there and read through just hearing your guys' regions, your locals, just things that you guys do differently or that you feel very proud to like share out there to the rest of the world. I'd love to read through those. The Discord link will be there too as well if you want to stop by, say hello, or let's just help build a like-minded community together, because that is something I'm really trying to get the ball rolling of, sitting there building a pretty nice community out there. We're slowly growing, but yeah, we're definitely going to sit there and try to get some stuff going. But anyways, y'all, it's Blackmore here, signing out. I'll catch you later, folks. Stay safe out there. And keep on gaming and keep on growing out there within these fighting games and just life in general. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing. Don't ever hope to master all of them. So be careful.